Hi guys, my name is Maria Conklin and I'm a senior right now at Narden Academy. And an experience or memory that really exemplifies the portrait of a Narden graduate would be the Narden Winter Mission. For Winter Mission this year, I traveled to Journey's End, which is a refugee center that helps new refugees from all over the world when they come to Buffalo, help them resettle themselves here. When you go to a new place and not even know their language, their culture, or even how to work or go on a bus at a local bus stop, it can be really scary. So at Journey's End, they have services that will even meet you at the plane and take you to a new home and help you completely resettle there. It was there that I learned about other people and got really curious about, how important language is and how important it is to learn a language and just the decent aspect of humanity of helping other people. And that's definitely something that portrays an Narden graduate.
One of my favorite experiences as a freshman at Narden was definitely walkathon, because it's a really fun way just for you to connect with your class and your classmates that you might not be super close with. And you usually do like a fun activity with, back when we had homerooms, like we did a fun activity with our homeroom teacher every year. Like I remember my freshman year, we dressed our homeroom teachers up as superheroes and it was really fun. So it's just kind of like a really nice way to get to know your classmates, and you get to walk like all around Buffalo just with everybody and listening to music like in a really big line, and it's really fun. And then when you get back to Narden, they always give you free pizza and these really good cookie ice cream sandwiches, and it's just nice. You get to sit with your friends, you don't have school that day, and it's definitely something that I would participate in because it was definitely one of my most memorable things that I did as a freshman at Narden, and it's definitely one of the most enjoyable things that I've done too. Just some advice that I'd give. I think that one of the things that I remember most from my freshman year was getting to walk down to Elmwood with my friends, like before school, and just going to Spot and grabbing coffee or something. And I think that's definitely something that I would make time for as a freshman, because going into high school, it can be a little stressful with all the academics. It's definitely very different than middle school, and it can be a little more challenging. But those times where I got to go and spend time with my friends out on Elmwood and like outside of school are the things that I've definitely remembered most throughout my time at Narden. So I think it's really important, although academics are really important, I think it's important to make time to spend time with your friends. And I think Narden's like definitely unique because it's so close to Elmwood and it has all those opportunities to spend time with your classmates. I just think it's a really like great way to spend your time at Narden.
Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Oh, you need advice for the freshmen? No problem. First of all, I would say make sure that you get involved, be part of your clubs, be part of your teams, build those connections with other freshmen. You're going to be with them for 4 years. Make sure you get to know the upperclassmen though too. They'll show you the ropes. Take advantage of breaks in your schedule, be involved after school, get here early, but be true to yourself. Bye.
Thank you. A nice message from our AP Gov teacher, Mr. McCarthy.
That's me.
Thank you so much.
Some of the advice that I would give to incoming freshmen is to not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. I know I didn't do this freshman year, and this is like something that everyone told me to do, and I kind of just ignored it, and I was like, oh, that's fine. I know a few girls coming into Narden, but there's so many girls that I met like later in my years, like junior, senior year, that I realized. And like now, getting ready to graduate, I'm like so sad that I hadn't stepped out of my comfort zone sooner enough to meet them, because I realized how much more time I would have had with them. And I think it's just something that's really important and it'll like go a long way. And there's so many friendly faces that you're gonna meet, and so worth getting to know them as soon as possible, rather than waiting until the last minute, kind of like I had done, to meet some of my best friends.
Whatever you choose to do in life, do what you love what you do. There you go.
As an incoming freshman, you're required to take an art course your freshman year, and then throughout the rest of your Narden career, you have to get 4 fine art credits. And a lot of these credits I personally took through more art-based courses like drawing and painting, advanced drawing and painting, intro to photography, and clayworks. And now I'm in AP Studio Art, which isn't required, but it's something that I'm really passionate about, and my time at Narden has made me become more appreciative of the arts, and I've actually found a greater interest in the arts. So if you are someone that is creative and interested in art, I'm encouraging you to sign up for all the art courses you want. They're really awesome. And as a graduate of Narden, you are a creative and curious learner. And I think that I not only learned this in the classroom, but I also learned this through the art room, through artwork, and just pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone, do things that I'm not always so great at, and I ended up really loving it. So always follow your passions.
So my advice for the incoming freshmen is to reach out to your peers for help. Be involved with school. Go to sporting events, retreats, any activities that they do, and make friends.
One of my favorite memories at Narden was definitely going on a service trip to Cincinnati with 10 other girls and 2 of my teachers. And this small group made it really easy to go help out, and we could get places easily. And we also became really close with each other, and we made some great memories. Part of Narden's portrait of a graduate is someone that leads through service and humility. And I think that these are 2 qualities that we adapted on this trip through our work of giving back to the homeless population, also just people suffering from poverty. It was really great to see how appreciative people were and how much of a difference people are really making out there out of the goodness of their heart. So it kind of inspired me, and I know my other classmates were too, by all the people that were so willing to give back. And it really opened my eyes to how much need there is out in the world, that there's just small things that we could all do to give back, and it will make a huge difference, which I think is a really amazing lesson that I learned through this service trip that I don't know if I would have necessarily been exposed to if I didn't go on it. So if you are interested in service trips, I think this is a great opportunity. There's 3 other options, and it definitely made my time at Narden very impactful. As a senior, this year was my first year with an advisory, and I think that myself and the rest of my classmates really love advisory, and we think that it's a great way to learn time management skills, talk to your teachers if you have issues. Your advisor is someone that's there to help you out. They're always willing to advocate for you if there's an issue, if you don't feel comfortable going up to a teacher or voicing your opinion on a different topic. They're always willing to help you out. And I think that having this chunk of time in my day has not only helped me manage my time, but it's also served as a way for me to voice my opinion and get the advice on things that I really need that I don't think I necessarily would have been able to ask anyone if I didn't have an advisor. So if you're a shyer person and you don't really like to be very vocal and confront people when you have an issue, you always have that little buffer period and use your advisor to help you out, give you what they think is best for you to do, and advocate your best interests, even if you don't feel like you're confident enough to do so. But overall, I think this was a great experience, and advisory is something that has really helped me out personally.
One of my favorite things about Narden is that everyone here is friends. You can go up to anyone and talk with them. Hey, Alyssa. How did you think the Gov notes went yesterday?
They were hard.
This is the most awkward thing
I
I've
know.
ever seen in my
Hey,
whole
Lizzie.
entire life.
How's
Oh my
French
God.
class?
French class?
Lizzie's not a fan of this. Hey, Liesl. How was your night last night?
No good. But being here in school with all these Narden Gators makes me feel better.
Everyone here is friends, and we all talk to each other all the time. Hey! Cool.
Pray that I'm in a good mood, and I never, ever am.
One of my favorite Narden memories is father-daughter dance, because it's such a fun night where like you and all your friends and your dads get to go usually out to dinner or just to the dance itself. And the organizers of the dance, Miss Kaz and Mrs. Spraza, do such a good job of creating competitions and that would be fun for like the dads and the daughters. And it's a really nice way to just kind of get to spend some time with your dad, because a lot of times if my dad comes home like late from working, I'm already upstairs or coming home from practice doing homework, so I don't get to spend as much time with my family as I'd like. So it's really nice that Narden gives a whole night to just dedicate it to just spending time with like your sister or your dad or whoever is going with you to the dance. So it's a really good time.
Another quality of the portrait of a Narden graduate is someone who grows through their faith. And I've seen this throughout the years, not only with celebrating the Catholic faith, but also doing prayer services for those who have passed that are close to us in the Narden community. And I think that's really important because it allows us to come together, not only in our faith, but to help others, get past times of struggle. And I just see not only the senior class coming together, but all the classes in general come together during these times. And I think that goes to show how involved Narden is with their faith and spirituality.
As a junior and senior, I really got involved within the Narden community. I started 2 clubs my junior year. I started Gym Class Heroes and Random Acts of Kindness with my friends. Random Acts of Kindness, we all met together and brainstormed for ideas of Random Acts of Kindness to do throughout the school. And in Trivia Club, over 70 girls met in the cafeteria, and we played Cahoots and other trivia games like Guess the Logo and stuff like that. And that was a lot of fun. And then my senior year, I started Gym Class Heroes, which is a club for people who love gym games like kickball, capture the flag, and stuff like that. So making and joining clubs at Narden are a really great way to meet people with common interests. And it personally taught me leadership skills and how to manage so many girls. And it was a lot of fun. One of my favorite parts about Narden is the amount of trips that they offer every year. Service trips, mission trips, and experiential learning trips. There's a lot to be interested in. Personally, in January, I went to Costa Rica for an experiential learning trip, and it was the best thing that I've ever done. I've never had so much fun in my life, yet I've learned so much that I just couldn't have learned anywhere else. And so we visited a school and got to meet the little kids that go there, and we spent the day with them. We toured the school, and we got to play a bunch of different games with them. We also went to a day tour and a night tour of the rainforest, and that was really fun. We learned a lot about the animals and creatures that live there, so that was really interesting. We also did adventurous things, like we went to a zip line park and got to do that. We also went to a couple different beaches and visited them. But aside from that, we met a bunch of different people that were just the best people I've ever met, and that was really cool. But yeah, the experiential learning trip is something I'll never forget, and it's one of the best things that I've ever done. So I was thankful for the experience.
Hi, I'm Miss Odrina. I am the high school phys ed teacher and the Pep Club advisor. Pep Club is dedicated to providing support and enthusiasm to our entire school and athletic program. My best advice is to get involved and stay active in participating in all of our activities and assemblies, and come have fun and have your Narden spirit.
Hi freshmen, I'm Emily and I'm a senior here at Narden of the class of 2019, so I'm not here currently, but I'm going to talk about what the portrait of a Narden graduate looks like and how much you grow and you learn here at this school, and how amazing it is to go to such a wonderful school and be able to learn and get such a great education and just really learn who you want to become. While you're at Narden, you you learn so many great new experiences, and you have the potential to be such a great young lady, and you really become creative and curious, and all these different aspects of what makes Narden is truly special to be a part of. And you have so many great faculty members and so many great teachers that are just really willing to help you with anything that you need help with. And going to Narden was one of the best decisions that I made, because I made so many friends and I really loved it, and all the great opportunities that I now have going into college.
Hi guys, I'm Malali and I'm a senior here at Narden, and I'll be talking about the Angel Fund fashion show. So the Angel Fund is a fashion show and basket raffle fundraiser that we put on once a year to raise money for the Narden Fund. And the Narden Fund is where we raise money to provide tuition assistance to girls here at Narden that their families are going through extreme hardships. And the fundraiser is such a fun event, and even better, it's for such a good cause. You can get your family to come, you can go, and anyone can go and just buy a table and you can watch the fashion show and buy tickets to try to win the auctions. And if you want to get involved in the event, you can donate, you can volunteer by selling raffle tickets, modeling, cleaning up or setting up. Actually, freshman year, I modeled. It's freshman and sophomore year, I modeled, and it was so much fun. Like, me and all my friends did it, and you model for women's boutiques around Western New York. And then junior and senior year, I actually became on the student board because I loved it so much and I wanted to get more involved. So I was on the student board, and I was the co-president junior year and the president senior year. And with this, I had the chance to assign volunteers, find boutiques that would want to show off their clothes in the fashion show, and get together the whole event. And it was so much fun, and I suggest you guys sign up.
Why would I send my daughter to Narden? Probably because we could do in teaching, we have a lot of more open courses. We're not giving the regents anymore, so that's good. And I think that's just going to keep changing and be good. Winter mission is a fun time. You can do like all these different experiences, which I think is cool. Explore your interests before you actually get to college, wasting money. Why else here? I really don't think it's that bad compared to some other schools. People just like to find things to complain about. But I mean, overall, it's actually a pretty decent school. We're a college prep school, so you know, get you ready for college. Do I have to keep going?
For me personally, my favorite advisory topic that we've talked about this year is compassion. And the reason why that is because I feel like our class especially, like now being a senior, we've grown so close together, and we're always there to help one another and be there for one another. Like, for example, you know, if I'm struggling on something in a math class, you know, my classmates are always there to help me out with, like, you know, problems and stuff like that. And I feel like if we didn't have that compassion and we didn't talk about those sort of things, like that special bond wouldn't be there. And for me especially, I think that's really important. And I don't think I'd be where I am today if it wasn't for my classmates and how kind and considerate everyone is.
One of my favorite memories about Narden is, other than being on the swim team, join the swim team, one of my favorite memories is walkathon. It's probably one of the best days of the year. It's a half day, so we all love those. But it's just so like relaxing to have a whole day to yourselves. You have a fun kickoff event in the gym, and then you all just go out and walk around the neighborhood for the rest of the day, and it's probably one of the funnest things I've ever done. Me and my friends always walk together, and then at the end of the day, we all go back to someone's house, take a nap, and then go out to dinner, and that's just kind of like our routine, and that's what we've done for 4 years, and it's probably just one of my favorite memories, and I wish I could relive it every single day.
With everything you do, find laughter. Laugh at everything. Laughter is God's favorite form of prayer. Find joy, find excitement, find something that makes you get up out of bed and look forward to facing the day. You're going to do great things, and you're going to do it in God's name. God bless.
Hi freshmen, I'm Emily, and I am a senior here at Narden of the class of 2019, so I'm not currently at Narden. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about the new schedule and office hours and advisory that we just recently started in this past year. So being a senior, only got to experience the schedule for 1 year, but it brought so many new changes, and the availability now that you can have to talk to your teachers is really so much different from what we've ever had in the past. Every Tuesday and Friday we have advisory, so you get in a small group and you can just talk to your advisor and really get to not be so stressed throughout the day, and realize that homework you could get all done in the day. And office hours, you really have a chance to talk to your teachers and really get to not be so confused and stressed. And if you need help with anything, the teachers are always willing to help you with anything that you need. So this new schedule really allows you to have more free time and get your homework done.
Okay, if I could give one piece of advice to any incoming freshman, it would definitely be do your work on time, don't procrastinate, and if, this is literally my biggest one, if you think you're going to regret not putting in as much work as you did, like when it comes to senior year and you're applying to colleges and doing all that jazz, and you think, wow, I wish I did better on all, like I tried harder, all that, just start freshman year, because I wish I did that. And I mean, I'm still going to college and everything, but if I could have done that, I would have. And just don't, like, give it your best when it comes to schoolwork. It's hard and it's kind of unbearable, but you can do it and it'll make everything better for you anyways.
Go. Okay. So my advice to incoming freshmen would be to try everything once. You've got time, try it all, see what you like. Ask for advice, ask for help when you need it, and enjoy every single second of it.
Plenty of fiber. You don't want to be irregular.
An advisory topic that really helped me this year was staying true to yourself. When you're not your most true, authentic, and empowered self, how can you even expect to grow as a human? You have to stay true to who you are, to what you love, and stay close to people that love you for yourself. When you feel that empowerment and when you feel that authenticity and really love yourself from the inside out and see how beautiful every single person is, including yourself, it completely changes your world. Loving yourself, being kind to others, and just being able to smile every day and find happiness and joy in everything that you do, it really is life-changing. So in that fact, just remember to stay true to yourself. And with that, you can literally do anything that you want. Just effort never fails you, and just keep moving forward. You got this.
An advisory topic that we talk about a lot in my advisory is gratitude. And I think that really goes back to Naarden and being grateful for Naarden, because Naarden is such a unique place. And what I'm so grateful for at Naarden is the fact that all my teachers are super caring, especially the guidance counselors. Something that like you won't have to worry about as a freshman, but once you get to like the college process, our guidance counselors are so good at helping you decide where you want to go and helping you through the whole thing. And teachers are so nice. And I remember when I was a freshman, I had a really challenging global class, and my teacher was super nice, and I went to her for extra help, and she helped me get through everything, and I ended up having a really good year. So yeah, I think that definitely the faculty and the community that Naarden creates is something that I'm most thankful for, so that's what we reflect on in my advisory.
So one of my favorite memories at Naarden, and something that I will always remember, is was my trip to Costa Rica for winter mission. And I'm someone who loves to travel and see different parts of the world. So if you're someone like that, I highly recommend choosing one of the options for winter mission to go somewhere. Costa Rica, like, I was a little worried going into it because not, many of my close friends were going on it. But that made it even more amazing because I got super close with people that, I don't see a lot, I don't have classes with, I don't hang out with, and we're still close to this day. And it was an amazing overall trip. You see so much of the culture, so much of the beauty. Like, we went to beaches, we went on hikes, we cooked a traditional lunch there, which was awesome. And then we also we saw monkeys. We went on, like I said, we went on hikes, we saw so many animals, so many different plants, all these different things. It was honestly amazing. And you just all get along really well, you bond. It's a really overall great experience, so I really recommend doing that.
So another memory that will stay with me for a lifetime would be the service trip that I took to New Orleans this past summer. There we stayed with a local Lutheran community that tries to really completely help the victims and still survivors of Hurricane Katrina. Even though that happened years ago, people in New Orleans are still affected by that hurricane. It completely devastated so many lives. And so it was there I learned leadership roles and basic service and community service to go and help people. It makes such a difference, just the little things that you can do, whether it be helping refurbish the community garden, or going and help paint the house, or even going to the nursing home and just talking to people and their stories. It was really a life-changing experience. And it was because of that that I will continue to do service throughout my entire lifetime, because I just simply really enjoy it, and I just know the impact it has on other people.
This past year, Narden has switched from homerooms to advisory. So twice a week, we meet in a small group with an advisor, and we're usually given a topic to talk about, but you can really talk about anything that's on your mind or any topic that you really want to get out there. And your advisor becomes a trusted adult that you can go to for anything. I've personally gone to mine with a bunch of different issues, personal and school issues that I've had throughout the year. And you also form a bond with the girls within your advisory, and that was a lot of fun, especially now that advisories are how we compete with for house competitions, which are games that we play throughout the year. So advisory has just been a lot of fun and a way to talk about things that you really have no other place to throughout your schedule. So that was really nice.
Hi guys, I'm Emma Lolly and I'm a senior here at Narden, and I'll be talking about cross country. So I started cross country as a freshman, and when I signed up, I think only like 3 other freshmen signed up, and we started in August. I didn't really know anyone, like none of my friends were doing it. The only people that were doing it that I knew were my cousin, who was like a sophomore, and her friends. And on the first day, like, I was so nervous, but everyone was super welcoming, and it was so much fun. Our team is really good and really competitive. We have invitational meets on Saturday and meets on Tuesdays. And all 4 years I've been on the team, we've won the Monsignor Martin Championships and have been undefeated. And I would just say, if you like to run long distance, like sign up for cross country, or if you like just wanna like try it, like do it. Like, I've made so many friends doing this sport. Like, I could say it was one of my favorite sports here at Narden. We had like the best team ever, and I would just say sign up.
So going to Costa Rica was one of those trips that I completely stepped out of my comfort zone, from just getting on a plane, going to a foreign country, zip lining, the Tarzan swing, you name it. Those are things that I never would have done, and I was so happy to have experienced that, not only for myself, but also to experience it with all of the students that were on the trip as well. It was probably one of the coolest trips I've ever been on, and I was so happy to be a part of it.
So another amazing experience and memory that I always remember at Narden is the trip I took to New Orleans. It was a service trip, and it was only open to seniors. So that was a great way to really grow with those girls and bond with those girls. I remember we all like bought like coloring books and like bracelet making things, so we would all be making bracelets at night and having like a little, talk circle, or like we all be hanging out, and just on top of all the work you're doing for these people who really need the help and really, really, truly appreciate it is really eye-opening. And really, like, after the trip, you feel great knowing you help these people, but just by taking a week out of your life and, doing these small things for them. So that was really amazing. And also, like I said, you just bond, and it's really an amazing experience. And also, we had a day where we got to go and walk around, like, the main part of New Orleans, so that was really awesome. So I definitely recommend doing that. So something I definitely struggle with / still sort of struggle with is time management. And, in high school and at Narden, that is something really important to kind of start from the beginning, even freshman year, like just to get down and get in the practice of managing your time well, so you're not so stressed when like you're doing things so last minute, procrastinating, and you're freaking out, you're up till 4 in the morning. It's not, you don't obviously want that to happen, but I've learned that teachers teachers do give you enough notice so you can start it early enough, and I've learned and I've gotten better, and this is a topic we've talked about in our advisory, and I've definitely gotten better at managing my time and starting things earlier, projects, studying for tests earlier, doing homework in advance, so then when I get these other things later on, I'm good to go. I still have time to do those, and I'm not as stressed, and I still have time to do other things like work out or hang out with friends or family things. So I definitely recommend time, like making sure you have good time management, not procrastinating, and trying to get ahead on things.
Be like her or the person holding this phone. That's my advice.
So mean. Wait till you're seniors and then act like us.
Is that all your advice?
Focus on not trying to just memorize material. Try to actually understand the material.
Okay.
That's my advice.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Emma and I'm a senior here at Narden. And I remember coming into Narden as an incoming freshman, I had some friends that were going in, so I wasn't that nervous, but at orientation in the first day of school, I remember I talked to so many new people and branched out as much as I could. And all those people, some of those girls that I met and talked to on the first day and at orientation are like my closest friends today. We have the best class ever. Like I know everyone. Like I could talk to anyone in our class. In the senior lounge, like we all just like hang out. Everybody talks to everyone. Just advice I would say is make as many friends as you can at Narden. Branch out as much as you can. Join as many teams, as many clubs. Because some of the friendships and bonds you'll make here at Narden will be the greatest ones you'll have in your life.
One of the qualities of the portrait of a Narden graduate is serving others with humility and compassion. And for me, the one specific memory that comes to mind is Winter Mission. And it was the first year we've done Winter Mission, and I chose to do Cafe Narden. And it was so awesome doing this because I got to be with my other senior classmates, so we got to grow closer together this way. And we actually turned Cafe Narden into something that's involved in our community. Like during the week, we sell coffee and stuff like that to teachers, faculty, and students throughout the school. And we actually, from scratch, roast our own beans, and we put together this whole cart and stuff like that. And it was really awesome to be able to put this together and to really see it like all come alive and to be able to share this with our Narden community.
Okay, one thing that I've learned at Narden my past 4 years is to just be kind to everyone. You're in a small school. There's maybe 450 students in the high school. And if you're kind to everyone, you'll just know everyone, and it's easier to live through your day being kind to everyone than it is to be rude and not, like, you'll just make more friends anyways. So just be kind and put a smile on your face every day. I know sometimes it's hard with all the work and the stress of Narden, but it's one of the best places, and if I could relive my 4 years, I definitely would, and I would just do it the same way again. I would always be kind too. So just be kind.
I like advisory because we get to talk about a lot of different topics that would never be, approached during a normal class day.
Something very unique about Narden is our Media Maker space up on the 3rd floor. This is a really cool space where people can come and work on projects. Rare Patterns, which is our literary magazine, and the school newspaper run out of this place. Look how cool these things are.
Welcome, freshmen. My name is Mrs. McDermott. I'm an English teacher here, and I have some advice for you. I think you should strive to meet someone new every day try and introduce yourself in the first month or so, and you might get to know someone that you hadn't met before. Also, it's really important to get involved in as much as you are able. So have fun and welcome.
Another one of my favorite Narda memories that I think everyone should participate in is Walkathon. It's a really fun half day where you walk for raising money for the school and for the post-prom. I really enjoyed it because it's like such a long walk, but you're walking with so many of your friends and talking to basically anyone in the school. They don't even have to be in your grade or in your immediate friend group, that the walk doesn't seem long at all. And the teachers who wait at the checkpoints, they're always like a nice smiling face to see. And even when you catch up with some of your teachers and you get to talk to them like outside of a classroom environment, it's just really fun to just like get to know them a little bit more and spend some time with them outside of a learning more like restricted environment.
All right, hello everyone, my name is Miss Eddie and I am so happy to be at Narden. I love coming to work each day and working with amazing students and such good-hearted people, students and the faculty and staff, and I hope that you will think of us and join us and join such a wonderful team, so we would love to have you.
A message to the incoming freshmen from Mrs. Donahue.
Narden's fun. All right, guys, freshman year, you're brand new. I know it's scary, but get to know the people around you because soon they're going to be your family. Have a great time. Take as many courses as you can, especially art electives. Not because I'm just an art teacher, but you know. But have a great time. Enjoy your freshman year.
One of my favorite things about Narden is that everyone here is friends. You can go up to anyone and talk with them. Hey, Alyssa. How did you think the Gov notes went yesterday?
They were hard.
This is the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. How's French class?
French class?
Lizzie's not a fan of this. Hey, Liesl. How was your night last night?
No good. But being here in school with all these Narden Gators makes me feel better.
Everyone here is friends, and we all talk to each other all the time. Hey! Cool.
Hi freshmen, I'm Emily. I'm a senior here at Narden, and I'm going to talk a little bit about our new winter mission, which takes the place of midterms, so that helps a lot. This is our first year, when I was a senior, starting winter mission, so we no longer have midterms. So during this week after Christmas break, you come into school and you sign up for volunteer work or opportunities that you wouldn't normally get anywhere else. This, personally for me, it was one of my favorite experiences at Narden, and I'm sad that this is my last year and I was my first year to do it. But I was placed at Classroom to Career, which I was able to go and explore so many different career opportunities. And being a senior, it helped me because now that I'm going to college, I have to start thinking about my career path and what I want to do when I get older. So Winter Mission is a great opportunity. It's something so different, and you really learn a lot.
Yeah. Everyone up to sit. On your mark.